Kyoto, Japan is the site for yet another historic night in women's core wrestling as we present to you the first event under the banner of View Japan Pro Wrestling's official all-women's promotion, Wonder Women's Wrestling. And to inaugurate this evening, we will have 3 matches, the first of which happening right now as the first of the 2 principals of this contest makes her way to the ring. She goes by the name of Hiroyoshi, and if she looks slightly familiar, it's because she had a stint on the XWA Live World Tour months ago. Her highest profile matchup, a losing effort against the Lioness, Aurora Shalini. Needless to say, she is a very different person than she was back then, both in appearance and in wrestling style, going back to the drawing board, honing some new tools, and continuing to build her craft. And each one of the women that you see here in this promotion, most of which we will be seeing probably for the very first time, have something to prove to the world as well as to themselves, as Wonder now finds itself as the new kid on the block. And speaking of new kids on the block, Ryoko Shinji is a veritable newcomer to professional wrestling, having only a year of experience thus far in the squared circle after a successful career as a fitness model. Looking to make a name for herself here and start things off right with a victory against a much more experienced opponent. Can Ryoko Shinji pull off the upset here in the first contest of Wonder Women's Wrestling? We are soon to find out as both women warming up. The referee will call for the bell and Wonder begins, but will it end just as fast as it begins for Ryoko Shinji here? Wow. Hiroyoshi asserting herself early here, going for a quick pin, and now just being completely the aggressor in the starting portions of this match. But Shinji on the follow, but no, stuffed with an attempt at a cartwheel elbow in the corner. But she succeeds there with a beautiful head scissors. But here comes Hiroyoshi, showing off that power that was on display in the match that she had against Shalini. A lot of people here in Japan kind of compare her style to that of Jamie Fury. Often at times, Hiroyoshi is even mentioned as being the Japanese Jamie Fury. That is a very tall order to live up to right there. But thus far, since that loss against Shalini, Hiroyoshi has lived up to the reputation. Very successful track record in the independent circuit, and was one of the very first signings to Wonder once it was made official. There is a stiff super kick by Shinji. We'll look to follow up here. And now Ryoko Shinji, top turnbuckle and bam! Sunset flip powerbomb, no bridge however, but she does follow up with a pinfall. Only getting a 2 count however. But right back on the attack is Shinji, but undercut off at the pass by Hiroyoshi, who again targets the arm with one of the leg drops right to the point of Ryoko's elbow. And how about this tremendous martial arts acumen by Hiroyoshi? showing the complete arsenal. Goes for the cover after the combination. Only a 2 count for her efforts though. And now Shinji looking to follow up. Counters and delivers another head scissors. But Hiroyoshi just powering her way out of a disadvantage. And just tossed Shinji against the turnbuckle like she was absolutely nothing. Hiroyoshi now, no. Counter by Shinji. Dumps her out of the ring. But here's rolling out of harm's way. And introduces Shinji face first to the corner of the apron. The hardest part of the ring. Now a striking match between these women on the outside. And Hiroyoshi quickly getting back into the ring. Knowing the fact that obviously she can't get a win outside. Once again, the war of attrition here continues as Ryoko Shinji beats Hiroyoshi to the punch and follows up with a beautiful Michinoku driver. And this time she will score on the cartwheel back elbow into the corner. What's she gonna do to follow up here? Possibly go for a pinfall. Yes, she hooks the leg, but only a count of 1. Incredible intestinal fortitude by Hiroyoshi, even after absorbing that punishment, to kick out at 1. And Shinji wisely tried to slow the pace and wear her opponent down, but nothing doing here. And another question mark kick combo by Blue Lightning, Hiroyoshi. Again, she goes for a cover. Again, only a 2 count. And now, slowing the pace herself, trying to figure out the best point of attack here. And I don't think she's going to waste any more time. Looking to go for the move of her namesake, Blue Lightning. She got all of that one. Center of the ring, hooks the leg. And Hiroyoshi emerges victorious. As we look at the replay, this was the first of 2 of those impressive question mark kick combos by Hiroyoshi. And Ryoko Shinji fought her heart out. A tremendous display of strength and conditioning here as she hits the Michinoku driver and then immediately follows up with a cartwheel back elbow. But in the end, the delta in experience between these 2 competitors was just too much for Ryoko Shinji to overcome, as Hiroyoshi comes up big in the end, delivers that Blue Lightning, and picks up the first official victory on the record books for Wonder Women's Wrestling. And everyone else on this roster, GWGP Women's Champion included, had better take notice of Hiroyoshi. We are now set for match number 2 on the card, and on her way to the ring, one of the most popular females in Japanese women's core wrestling today. And I have to say, it is definitely a wonder, for lack of a better term, having her on the roster here for Wonder Women's Wrestling. She goes by the name of Yuri Yamashita, more affectionately known to her fans simply as Yuriyama. She is a radiant beacon of positivity that reminds a lot of people of Kamiko Kobayashi back in her Go-Go Kimiko days, long before that faded night against her former friend Alexia Leone that changed everything. And her opponent is the complete and total opposite end of the spectrum. And also one of a handful of non-Japanese competitors who have signed on to Wonder. She goes by the name of Shiva Raye, product of Brooklyn, New York. She is a long way from the Big Apple. She brings a serious mean streak with her. There is definitely something dark and sinister behind those cold eyes. One of the most vicious competitors to come out of the independent scene in quite some time. And definitely a, controversial choice to join the ranks of this Wonder Women's Wrestling roster. She is definitely not here to make friends. And I said about Hiroyoshi that people better take notice of her presence. The same thing applies for Shiva Raye. This is one dangerous woman here. Yamashita will no doubt acknowledge that, but I don't think that she's sweating it too much. As we start things off here with the second match, and did she just dab? She just dabbed on Shiva Raye there after that head scissors. And like I said, Yuri Yamashita is definitely a free spirit, as carefree as you could possibly imagine. She loves competition, and she loves to have fun out there. But she would be wise not to play too many games against a woman like Shiva Raye, who just insecurred her right off of the apron, outside to the padded floor below. Referee begins his 20 count, but Yuriyama brings Shiva Raye back in. Drops the point of Ray's knee right onto the mat before going for the cover. Quick count, only a 1. But I don't think that was for attempted a victory so much as it was just trying to suck up some of the wind out of her opponent. But how about that lariat? Once again, Yamashita out of the ring the hard way. He needs a stiff combo outside. And here comes Yuri fighting back with the strikes. It's become a striking match between these two now. Stiff forearm shot. And Yamashita's delivered those in spades during that exchange. And look at Yuri taking advantage of the positioning of Shiva Raye and lynching her against that top rope. Now slowing the pace down again. Trying to go for the bow and arrow, but Raye quickly fighting out of it. Elbow to the breadbasket. And here we go. She calls that move the guillotine. And is that going to be enough? No. 2 counts. One of the most dangerous moves in her arsenal, but I think still maybe a little too early to bring it out and score a pinfall victory here. Yamashita looking to get back into it, but quickly countered. Fireman's carry. And now being introduced into the top turnbuckle. Face first by Shiva Raye. Raye with Yuri back onto her feet. Yamashita with the counter arm drag and delivers that signature Meteora. 2 count only. And Yamashita looking a little frustrated at the fact that that move was not enough to put her opponent away. And now Yamashita with a classic heel tactic right there. Raking the nails against the well-developed back of Shiva Raye. And now dumping her right against the turnpost. Shoulder first and then follows up with a falling powerbomb. Hooks the leg again. Smart strategy there, going for a pinfall after all that offense. But again, only a 2 count. Misses the follow-up knee. But Raye scores on the single leg drop kick. Now Shiva Raye with a stomp right to the bicep. And now Raye goes for the quick cover. A lot of quick pinfall attempts in this second contest here. Both of these women trying to put the other one away as fast as possible. I don't think a lot of work has been done towards that end yet. We're still pretty early going in this match. Shiva Raye looking to add some insurance there for a single leg Boston Crab, but Yamashita able to fight her way out of the hole. Misses on the kick, but scores on the counter. And now a low angle Hurricane Rana by Yamashita. Almost like a variation of a DDT there. And now the tables turn as it's Shiva Raye who gets dumped from the ring to the outside. Yamashita following up, stomping Raye on the ground. And now rolls her back into the ring. We'll probably try to go for the finish here. Yes, indeed, hooking the leg once again, center of the ring. But once again, a quick count, only a 1 count. And oh, wow. Are you kidding me? Raye trying to get herself back into this, but one step ahead is Yuri Yamashita. But just like that, Raye sidesteps some double knees in the corner. Now applying a front headlock to try to slow things down. Misses the grapple, and have a look at Yuri Yamashita. Springboard spinning around the second rope into a double front drop kick. But unable to capitalize as Raye fights her way back in. But Yamashita fights her way back in. And this has just become a seesaw battle here. Too close to the ropes on that single leg Boston Crab attempt. Second go. Ref calls for the rope break. And now Yamashita with the overdrive. And that move might be a difference maker. Or maybe not. Once again, both of these women just going back and forth. Uppercut by Yamashita and follows up with a drop kick right to the back of the skull. And this has been a very evenly matched contest between these two women, as Yamashita will look to put this one to bed. A second Meteora, and no, only a count of 2 there. Yuri slapping the ring in disbelief, but wisely enough, gets right back on the attack. Double axe handles, shoulder right to the gut in the corner. And here we go, big time senton splash. But wait a second, Shiva Raye with the counter and connects with a second guillotine. As that is the end of that. Just like that. Wow. Let's look at the replay here. This was a seesaw battle in every sense of the word. As you see some beautiful athleticism there by Yuri Yamashita. And some excellent striking on display by Yuriyama as well. uppercut and then the drop kick. And just when it looked like she might have finally gotten momentum into her favor, she is cut off, literally, by the guillotine from Shiva Raye. An impressive win as Shiva Raye demands the ref to raise her arm in victory yet again. Both of these women put their names on the map here tonight, but the bragging rights go to the outsider. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Wonder's very first main event. And this is a match that has been a long time coming. Tonight we are going to have a last woman standing match between two bitter and heated rivals over the course of the past 2 years. Making her way to the ring, Jersey Red, who since her return to professional wrestling has had a serious bone to pick with her opponent here tonight, to the point where she has constantly and frequently interjected herself in not only her opponent's affairs, but those associated with her as well. Most notably, an interference at the 2019 Warfield Invitational that all but cost this woman's protege a victory and possibly a trip to the finals. This is an issue that Tadako Togo has taken very, very personally, to the point where she all but demanded that this match take place here tonight at the first Wonder presentation. And it would take place in exactly this way. Last woman standing. Nothing stopping either of them from exacting whatever frustrations they may have against each other in this contest. And these faithful fans here in Kyoto are on their feet with the pomp and the flash of the entrance of the Tokyo Tsunami, one of the true legends in women's core wrestling, and an instrumental factor in the building, the erection, if you will, of this very promotion Wonder. You would hope that her first appearance representing this brand would be under better circumstances. But as it were, this is not business as usual for Tadako Togo. This match is personal to the highest degree. And you could say the same for Jersey Red as she stares a hole into the Tokyo Tsunami. The referee calls for the bell at home. Jersey Red instantly interjecting herself, initiating contact here. And bowling over Tadako Togo with a series of blows. We still, to this day, have no idea why it is that Jersey Red singled out Tadako Togo on that episode of XWA Girl Fight prior to Togo defeating Jersey's best friend Chanel Valencia. And ever since then, it has been a back and forth war of attrition between these two women, going after each other relentlessly, causing no contests, disqualifications. It is quite clear that these two are not interested in any shape, way, or form in simply defeating each other. Their aim is to inflict unimaginable suffering. And here's Togo with an Irish whip, leapfrogs, ducks under, and a beautiful Japanese arm drag. And follows up and shoots in with a tilt-a-whirl DDT, dropping Jersey right on her skull. And now Togo looking to follow up again. Second rope going high risk, but the risk doesn't pay off as Jersey Red catches her in midair and dumps her to the mat with a powerbomb. Unbelievable strength by the native of Dallas, Texas, as she drops Togo again with another powerbomb. Remember, folks, this is a last woman standing match. There is no pinfall, there is no submission, there is no countout, there is no disqualification. The only method of victory is to incapacitate your opponent for a referee count of 10 anywhere within the arena. So the referee is pretty much powerless to stop any acts of aggression from either combatant in this match. And here we have the first count of the night after a stiff short-range clothesline off of the turnbuckle. The referees count up to 5 and Togo manages to get back onto her feet and gives Jersey Red a piece of her mind. Second win perhaps by the Tokyo Tsunami as she ramps up and delivers a stiff roundhouse kick right to the chin of Jersey Red. Following up with some more kicks, and now Red prone in the corner and eats a running face wash by Togo. And here we see some classic Tokyo Tsunami tactics as she administers the Tsunami Rush. And now the ref begins to count on Red, but Togo interferes as she follows up off of the second turnbuckle and follows up again with back-to-back leg drops. Togo appears to be in control despite not allowing the ref to 10 count. But wait a second, Jersey Red absorbs the blow and now strikes back. Oh! And follows up with a deep 6. And the referee again begins his count up to 3 as Togo got laid out by the deep 6. And now we're up to 6, 7. This count is getting very high right now. And the ref almost hit 9 before Tadako Togo was able to get back to her feet. But now she gets knocked right back down to her back. Ran over by a truck named Jersey Red. And then Togo rolls out of the ring to regroup. Some words being exchanged by both of these women. And now Jersey Red follows Togo to the outside. Remember, there is no countout, so the ref can only just step outside of the ring and continue to monitor the action. Togo and Red now trading blows outside of the ring. Spinning back fist there by Togo. And then follows up with a spinning Soba kick to the jaw. That would be a knockout blow in any other combat sport. Will it be the knockout blow here as Tadako Togo climbs back to the top turnbuckle again and interrupts the referee's count by adding more insult, or should I say more injury, to injury. But wait a second. Togo goes once to the well too many and gets caught in midair. Choke slammed by Jersey Red. And could her over-aggression have cost her this match? The ref's count is now at 8. But now it's Jersey Red who interrupts the count. She just picked Togo up after the count was at 8. That could possibly have been the end of the match right there. But instead, Jersey Red now is only content with adding as much punishment to our opponent as possible. But Togo gets back to her feet again. And I have no idea what is fueling these two women right now. Is it emotion? Is it passion? Is it anger? Is it rage? I don't know, but what I do know is that they are just going after each other. And Jersey Red awaiting another count here after that heart punch. The refs count now at 5, 6, 7. Another high count by the ref, but once again, the Tokyo Tsunami rises from the canvas. And once again, Jersey Red asserts her aggression, asserts her dominance, mauling Togo right back down to the ground. And now, Tadako Togo is in a bad spot to say the least. Jersey Red to the second rope and drops her with a back suplex. She practically landed right on the back of her neck. And the referee begins another 10 count. But once again, Tadako Togo back to her feet and gets dropped. Jersey Red riding on pure adrenaline right now, knocking Togo down every time Togo gets right back up. I don't think this match is ever going to end at this point. But it might here. The ref's count is at 9. And no. Oh my goodness. The ref was at 9.5. Togo barely escaping, and for the first time in this match, these two women stop. They assess the situation and then go right back at it. Another tsunami rush by Togo. And this time it looks like she's content with the damage administered, or maybe not. Looking for some added insurance. Delivering the shuriken kick. And that's gotta be it, folks. Nobody gets up from the shuriken kick by Tadako Togo. But that is exactly what Jersey Red just did. And now Red is the one who gets rocked right back down to the mat after getting up. And look at the aggression on the face of Tadako Togo. Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Tadako Togo dives out of the ring. And now both women are down on the ringside floor. And the referee has absolutely no idea what to do here. I mean, can a last woman standing match end in a no contest because both women can't continue? He hasn't even begun a 10 count here. And these fans are absolutely amazed at what it is that they're seeing. And it looks as if Jersey Red now is the first person back to her feet. And oh God, that might not spell very well here for Togo. She just rips apart the ringside announce table. And things have just gotten from bad to worse for for the Tokyo Tsunami. TCB by Jersey Red. And the referee once again administers the 10 count. But once again, Jersey Red breaks it up. No, she's not gonna just want to win this off of her finisher. She wants to put a finishing blow, a killing blow on Tadako Togo. And going through that announce table would be just that. Once again, driving Togo up to the edge of that table, but no. Tadako Togo now with the counter, and now she's the one who asserts herself and hoists Jersey Red up, and oh my God! The tsunami through the announce table. And that's gotta be it. That has got to be it. Just let the ref do his job and go home, Tadako Togo. This match is over. No. No, she is not done yet. Once again, Tadako Togo breaks up. Oh God, no, she just reached under the, oh God. Oh my goodness. Togo reaches under the apron and grabs a baseball bat. And now proceeds to beat Jersey Red across the spine with it after cracking her in the skull. And this match has just turned, it has just taken a turn for the worse. This is no longer a match. This is a street fight. Referee begins his count again. And now Togo reaching under the apron again, and this time she has a steel chair in hand. What are you doing, Tadako? This is not necessary. She cracks Jersey Red across the head yet again. And now what she, oh God, no, don't do this. She just pinched Jersey Red's neck and chin into that folding chair. God damn it, Tadako Togo, don't do this. And Chanel Valencia, of all people, making her way into the ring to try to talk some sense into Tadako Togo before she does something very, very uncharacteristic. The look in Tadako Togo's eyes right now is like that of someone who's been mentally defeated. She just dropped the chair and now Togo just left the ring. She left the ring and it looks like she's leaving the arena.